Hello everyone, this is Payal Vacha. Welcome to Pharma Desert. In this video, we will discuss about Medicinal and Toilet Preparation Act that are also called as M&TP Act Part 2. So let's get started. First of all, what is licensing procedure for M&TP Act? For the preparation containing alcohol or narcotic substance, license that is required. So any type of alcoholic or narcotic substances, license that is must or license that is necessary. So license that is obtained from excise commissioner of the concerned state on application in prescribed form number with prescribed fees and at least 2 months before the proposed date of commencement of the production. So, what is licensing procedure? First step, any preparation which contain alcoholic or narcotic substance, license that is compulsory, and license which is obtained from or issued from licensing excise commissioner of a particular state, and that is obtained via filling a prescribed form with pay of fees and at least 2 months before the proposed date of commencement of production licensing procedure, it should be started. So what is the details to be furnished in the form? First of all, name or address of applicant. It should be mentioned. Second one, place, site on which bonded laboratory proposed to be built. So which type of details is it's to be filled in a prescribed form. So first of all, name, otherwise address of any applicant. Second one, place or any site on which bonded laboratory you have to build. If the applicant be a firm, that means applicant it is a type of businessman or anything. So if applicant be a firm or a businessman, the name or address of partner that is also mentioned in a form, as well as if it be a company. If it is a company, its registered name or address of its director, managers and managing agent. So if applicant it is a he or she is a businessman, so the name and address of its partner, and if it be a company, so in case of company, registered name and address of company as well as name and address of its director, manager and managing agent all are prescribed in prescribed form number, and all the things are mentioned in it. Amount of capital proposed to be investment. So amount of your capital, or what is the money plan that is proposed money plan, all are included in your proposed form. So the number and full description of watts, stills and other apparatus and machinery. Next one, you may also include number and full description of any equipment or any machinery you may have to use, and maximum quantity of alcohol at any one time to remain in form of finished and unfinished preparation. So maximum quantity of alcohol you want at any one time to remain in form of finished, otherwise in form of unfinished preparation. So maximum quantity of alcohol that is required at one time, it should be also mentioned in your form. The approximately date to start the manufacturing. So approximately date that is mentioned to start the manufacturing. Next one, statement whether the laboratory will require a full-time or a part-time excise officer. So statement which mention the laboratory will require a full-time or part-time excise officer. So excise officer that is required in any laboratory. So you may have to mention one statement about laboratory. You will have to require a full-time or part-time excise officer. Second one, what is the difference between manufacture in bond and what is the difference between manufacturing outside bonded laboratory? First of all, in manufacture in bonded laboratory, if consumption of alcohol is to be less than 4000 liter per year, so Rs 100 rupees it should be paid. And if consumption of, in second case, manufacture outside bonded laboratory, if consumption of alcohol is to be 125 liter per year, Rs 10 rupees, it should be paid. So first difference, that is in manufacture in bond, if consumption of alcohol that is less than 4000 liter per year. So in case of less than 4000 liter per year, Rs 100 rupees. In second case, manufacture outside bonded laboratory, if alcohol consumption is to be 125 liter per year, so in that case Rs 10 rupees, it should be paid. Second one, if the consumption of alcohol is to be 4000 liter per year or more, so Rs, that is around rupees, that is 200 rupees. And if consumption of, in second case, manufacturing outside bonded laboratory, if consumption of alcohol that is 126 to 499 liter per year, Rs, that is around 25 rupees. So if the consumption of alcohol that is 4000 liter, otherwise more than 4000 liter per year, rupees 200 rupees, it should be paid. And in second case, manufacturing outside bonded laboratory, if alcohol consumption that is around 126 to 499 liter per year, rupees 2525, it should be paid. Second one, for the Ayurvedic or Unani medicines which containing self-generated alcohol or which containing alcohol that is produced by distillation, rupees 25. So for the Ayurvedic, otherwise Unani medicine, which contain the self-generated alcohol, otherwise Unani or Ayurvedic medicine, which containing alcohol and that is already produced by distillation. So in both the cases, rupees 25, it should be paid. And if the consumption, in second case, manufacturing outside bonded laboratory, if the consumption of alcohol is to be 500 liter per year or more than 500 liter per year, Rs 200 rupees, it should be fine. And last one, for manufacturing outside bonded laboratory, for Ayurvedic or Unani medicine that contains self-generated alcohol, otherwise alcohol that is produced by distillation method, rupees 25, it should be paid for outside bonded laboratory. So that is the difference between manufacture in bonded laboratory as well as manufacturing outside bonded laboratory. Second one, in manufacture. First of all, what is manufacture? Particularly manufacture in bonded laboratory that have various steps. First of all, manufacture in bonded laboratory. That means rectified spirit. We already discussed definition of rectified spirit, right? So rectified spirit that is issued without payment of duty from a distillery or spirit warehouse, and if the manufacturer enters into a bond with sufficient security towards due payment of duty and condition of the rules. That means in case of manufacture in bonded laboratory, rectified spirit or any type of raw material of alcohol that is issued without payment of duty from spirit warehouse keeper, and if manufacturer directly enters into a bond with sufficient security, so in that case due payment of duty as well as conditions of rules regulation. Second one, a bonded laboratory. Bonded laboratory, how we says that that is a ideal bonded laboratory. So ideal requirements of bonded laboratory, that is first of all a spirit storeroom that is required for storage of raw material. Particularly second one, a room that is required for manufacturing of medicinal preparation. So ideal requirement, first one, spirit storeroom that is required for storage of raw material. Second one, separate room that is required for manufacturing of medicinal preparation. And third one, separate room that is also required for storage of finished medicinal preparation. And accommodation with furniture for excise officer in charge. If excise officer in charge that is available, so if excise officer in charge that have accommodation facility with furniture that is necessary for ideal requirements of a bonded laboratory. Remaining requirements like there should be only one entrance to the laboratory. So laboratory have only one entrance. This type of building infrastructure it should be maintained, and there should be only one door to each room. So each room which contain only one door for entry and exit. The laboratory can be opened only in presence of excise officer in charge, and in this absence all the doors should be secured with excise ticket locks. So a laboratory that is open or closed with the help of only or in the presence of excise officer in charge, and in this absence doors, windows all should be secured with excise ticket locks. That means laboratory that is open only in the presence of excise officer in charge, and if excise officer in charge he or she may absent, so in that case door should be secured with lock and key, and every window in lab provide with malleable iron rod. So window that is made up of iron rod, and each room should bear a board which indicating its serial number as well as purpose. So example room number 1 that is for spirit storage area. Room number 2 that is for manufacturing area. Room number 3 that is for finished dosage form area, storage area. So serial number with its purpose that is mentioned on all the rooms, and the pipes from sinks should be connected with a general drainage system. So pipe from sinks that is the pipe that is out from sinks all should be directly connected with a drainage system, and the gas and electric connection should be arranged such that their supply cut off at the end of day's work. So which type of electric connection and gas connection it should be arranged? It should be arranged that at the end of day's work, that is automatically cut off. And permanent vessel should be provided for the storage of narcotic and alcoholic preparation. So permanent vessel that is provided from the laboratories for the storage of narcotic and alcoholic preparations. And all vessel it should also bear a distinctive serial number, and that also mention their capacity like volume capacity and all. Second one, particularly manufacturing in bonded laboratory. Various steps are available for manufacturing in bonded laboratory. First step, obtaining the spirit. How that is obtained from a spirit warehouse? So spirit can be obtained from distillery or spirit warehouse. So for obtaining purpose, first of all, to get the spirit, send an indent in the prescribed form, and that is countersigned by officer in charge. For spirit obtaining, first step that is spirit that is obtained by send one type of indent and fill one type of prescribed form, and this indent in prescribed form that is signed by officer in charge. Second step, the distiller or manufacturer which issues the spirit on receipt of duplicate copy of indent. So first step that is spirit that is obtained from warehouse keeper, and how that is obtained? First step that is spirit prepare one type of indent in prescribed form, and prescribed form that is a counter signed by officer in charge. After sign, distiller or manufacturer issue the spirit by send a duplicate copy of indent to a distillery or spirit warehouse keeper, and spirit that is issued in duly sealed container with an advice to excise officer in charge. So during a signed by excise officer in charge will may check the sealed container it should be present or sealed is broke down. So there should be no wastage in its transit from distillery to bonded lab. And second one, if you are transfer your drug from warehouse to your bonded laboratory, any wastage that is not acceptable. And if there is a loss due to negligence of manufacturer, so in that case, manufacturer has to pay a duty for loss of its drug. And if excise commissioner that is satisfied, he may waive the duty. So final decision that is made by excise commissioner only. Second step, that is verification and storage of received spirit. So after obtaining the spirit, second step, verification and storage of obtaining spirit. So how that is verified and how that is stored? The excise officer in charge uh, verify the spirit in volume as well as strength and enter in register. So excise officer maintain one type of register, and in register he or she will enter the spirit in volume as well as enter the strength of spirit. And after the verification, it should be received spirit, it should be stored in spirit store. Third step, after verification and storage of received spirit, issue of spirit from spirit store to manufacturer. So after issuing of spirit from spirit warehouse, it should be stored. Spirit After spirit, it should be issued from spirit warehouse, that is transferred to manufacturer. So what are the steps? Spirit issued from the time to the manufacturer from store according to his or her requirements. So spirit that is issued from time to time or day to the manufacturer from the spirit store according to his or her requirements. So manufacturer has to calculate the quantity of spirit and hand it over to officer in charge. So manufacturer daily calculate quantity of spirit, how much quantity of how much spirit that is required for day to day, and that is directly handed over to officer in charge. And before requisition, manufacturer must keep all other ingredient of preparation with which the spirit is to be mixed. So a manufacturer mix the alcoholic preparation or alcoholic product with remaining excipients or other excipients and mix it properly. And a manufacturer should mix spirit only in the presence of officer in charge. So during the mixing, officer in charge, that is presence of officer in charge, that is must or required. So the vessel that is charged with spirit, it should label with name or batch number, description, otherwise quantity of alcohol it should be added, date of removal of prescription, that means expiry date, and quantity of manufacturing as well as quantity of preparation, all should be mentioned on label. After that, next step, that is wastage of spirit in manufacture. During manufacturing, if spirit it should be wasted, so what are the penalties it should be paid for manufacturer? So central government that may from time to time fix the permissible percentage of loss in the manufacturer. So central government gives one type of rules regulation, and they may check time to time or day to day, and they may fix the permissible percentage loss it should be acceptable during manufacturing. So if percentage loss it should be within the limit, so no penalties it should be paid. But percentage loss that is outside the limit, manufacturer it shall be liable to pay the duty on the excess loss with penalty. Next one, storage of finished dosage form or finished product. What is the storage condition of finished dosage form? First step, all the finished preparation should be stored in bulk, in jars or bottles of capacity that is not less than 2.25 liters. So all the finished dosage form that is stored in bulk, that is stored in a jars, otherwise that is stored in a bottle, and capacity which have a capacity that is not less than 2.25 liter. So minimum 2.25 liter capacity of bottle and jar it should be used for finished preparation storage condition, finished preparation storing. So it should be labeled, and finished preparation it should be stored in bottles or jar, and it should be labeled properly. It should be entered in register, and that is signed by officer in charge. So finished dosage form it should be entered in one type of register, and that is signed with the help of officer in charge. Manufacturer is allowed to take a 250 ml sample free of duty for determination of alcoholic strength. So how much amount of alcohol that is present in your preparation, how it is measured? So that is measured by manufacturer. He or she may take a one type of a around 250 ml sample, and he or she may check the alcoholic strength. In the remaining sample, it should be returned to the store, and that is directly mixed with main bulk container. Officer in charge that may also withdraw two sample. First of all, we already discussed about manufacturer that may take 250 ml sample, while in case of officer in charge, they may also withdraw two sample, but that each not more than 150 ml. That means officer in charge that may withdraw the sample, but they can't withdraw the sample not more than 150 ml. And they may send to a chemical examiner, and chemical examiner check the alcoholic strength. And after checking the alcoholic strength, that may form a one report, or otherwise that may prepare a one report. And the report, the duplicate sample should be returned to the store. Next one. After that, issue of alcoholic preparation from bonded laboratory. So how alcoholic preparation it should be issued from a bonded laboratory? First step, that is manufacturer has to make an application to the excise officer in the prescribed form, as well as he or she may pay a duty on it. So manufacturer has to make one type of application form, and that is submitted to an excise officer. So manufacturer fill one type of form, as well as they pay the duty for issue of alcoholic preparation from bonded laboratory, as well as when it is ready for issue. If alcoholic preparation, it should be ready for issue. Preparation that may be distributed in a container. And what is the capacity of container? That means not less than 50 ml. So all the preparation, it should be distributed in container that have a minimum capacity, that is around 50 ml. The excise officer, after checking the entries and realizing the duty, that may allow the preparation to be removed. So what about excise officer? So excise officer, after checking the entries, and if he realizing that duty may allow the preparation, so it preparations to be removed. So dutiable goods can't be delivered. Dutiable goods only deliver between sunset and sunrise, and it can't be delivered before 6 a.m. and after 6 p.m. and nor on holidays. So dutiable goods can deliver from bonded laboratory between sunrise and sunset, and they can't deliver before 6 p.m. and after 6 p.m., and they not deliver on holidays also. Second one, manufacturing outside bonded laboratory. So what about manufacturing outside bonded laboratory? In obtaining the spirit. First step, that is spirit that is obtained from distillery, otherwise spirit warehouse, that is same in a bonded laboratory also. What is the difference between outside and bonded laboratory? So second step, that is a difference. To get a spirit, send an indent in triplicate in bonded laboratory. We prepare a indent in a two copy. First, that is sent to a officer in charge, and second, that is sent to a housekeeper, a store housekeeper. While in that case, to get a spirit, send an indent in triplicate manner. So three copies that is form prepared. One copy that is sent to a distiller or warehouse keeper. Second copy that is sent to an excise officer in charge of distillery or warehouse, and third one triplicate copy that is written by licensee or manufacturer itself. And manufacturer, they should pay the duty, and it should enclose the treasury challan along with indent. So what is the proof of your payment? So proof of your payment, that is a treasury challan. So manufacturer should pay the fee, and after paying the fees, they should enclose the treasury challan along with your indent. And indent, treasury challan duplicate copy that is attached with your indent for a proof of payment. And the treasury officer will also send an advice to the excise officer in charge of distillery. And if any doubts regarding any issue of or obtaining of spirit, so excise officer directly contact to a treasury officer in charge and give the and take a advice for a distillery. So if excise officer that is 100% satisfied, then only he will issue the spirit together with a permit. And spirit should be stored in a spirit store. That is all about obtaining the spirit. Second step, manufacture, storage and sell. So in manufacture, storage and sell, how that is manufactured, how that is stored and how that is sell from a non-bonded laboratory. So it should be carried out only at a licensed premises. So first of all, manufacturing, storage and selling of MNTP product all should be done under the licensed premises only. And each preparation should be registered and given a batch number. So all the preparation all are registered in your register and give a batch number according to batch. All the finished preparation should be stored in finished goods store. If all the products are prepared, so your finished dosage form, it should be stored in finished goods store, and preparation that is taken out form time to time should be entered in the stock card. If you are taken out your drug from the storage area, so you should maintain one type of stock card, and in stock card you should have to maintain various entries for or issue of drug substance. Second one, what about sampling? In sampling, excise officer take a sample of not less than 10% and not more than 15% of total number of batches manufactured during the month. So in sampling, sample that is prepared. So excise officer take a one type of sample, and how much quantity it should be take. So sample of not less than 10% and not more than 15% of total number of batch. It should be manufactured during the month. So if during 1 month manufacturing that is done, so if manufacturing that is done or manufacturing that is occur, so not less than 10% and not more than 15% of total number of batches sample it should be taken. And every sample shall be taken in duplicate, sealed and labeled, and that is signed by officer and manufacturer. So all the sample from each and every batch that is taken in duplicate manner, it should be sealed properly, labeled properly, and that is signed with the help of officer in charge, as well as that is signed by manufacturer also. What about returns? Manufacturer should maintain up to date and proper account and send it to a officer on 5th of each month. So what about returns? So manufacturer, he or she may maintain up to date as well as they may maintain a proper account and send it to a officer on 5th of each and every month. Last one, what about employees? So manufacturer should furnish a list of names of manager and assistant manager as well as other employees whose duties are required in the non-bonded laboratories. What about employees? So manufacturer, they directly furnish a list of name of manager as well as they assist the manager and other employee whose duty are required in non-bonded laboratory. So all of the list and list contain duties and manager name all are mentioned. In inspection, excise commissioner and other excise officer that are allowed to inspect non-bonded laboratory. So in inspection, excise commissioner as well as excise officer both are allowed to inspect non-bonded laboratory for quality analysis and all, and it should be inspect once in a month. If any query or doubts related to topic, please write your question in comment box. Thank you.